Now, so girl, is the people still watching Love and Hip Hop Miami? I think they might, but they're not watching it to the magnitude in which it moved me to chorus, honey. Listen, I couldn't get in here and beat my face up because I'm a little tired and I got a late start today, but we just gonna talk about it. I'm sitting here giving y'all all natural, like Chinese Nikki and Chinese Kitty was when they was in that kitchen talking to Keyara. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't roll out on Nikki and Keyara, but when they not performing and being these caricatures of themselves, I actually like them. Like, I think that I might really even fuck with Chinese Nikki. She talk with a lot of damn sense. What I will say is Chinese Kitty, in my opinion, you are too young to be able to even relate to Keyara. So somewhere along the way you was fast in the ass and being grown and you got a little more grown lady experience than you should have. But I will say something. I like Nikki and Kitty in this light and not all that fighting and trying to be video vixens. I ain't like all that part right there. Trina and Joy setting a double date. Lord, y'all just gonna force Trina on us, right? Because at this point, Trina ass can go. And it's not because Trina bad or I got it out for Trina. She just serves no purpose. If she gonna be here and be doing this fake shit, I'm gonna need Mona to pay for her some acting classes. If she not gonna give us real tea, real shit that's going on in her life, then she can just be moved to the side. And that's not shade at all. She just taking up a spot on the payroll that somebody else could be taking it that's gonna really work hard to further push the brand. I had two favorite scenes in this episode and they both had to do with Joanna and her parents. Jojo and her mama on that balcony, that was a deep ass scene. And me personally, I'm torn as to what the fuck's going on because you got two parents in your ear telling you two different things and you do not know what to believe. Do y'all legitimately think Jojo's mom is using her to hurt the dad? Or she legitimately needs Jojo to help win her case? Like, do you think the mom could win her case without using Jojo? Me personally, I do think, because it happens all the time in divorces, that the parents are trying to make the kids choose sides in order to hurt the other. Much to Jojo's point, she said dad's got a lot of businesses, a lot of buildings that he owns. Why must you use mine? And that was a question that the mom could not answer. Now, quiet as it's kept, I'm still confused on the lady being Jojo mama or her sister. Because whatever the fuck witch doctor / plastic surgeon she went to, and it wasn't Dr. Miami. Bitch, I might need a referral, okay? I might sell a part of my soul to the devil and do the voodoo if it's gonna have me looking like that after being married for 28 years to a man, okay? That lady, if she was married at 28 years, and let's just say he married the lady at 20, that lady got to be 50 years old or better. And she looked good. She looks damn good. Y'all, I was very impressed with that bike ride that Veronica did from Atlanta to Miami. Me personally, it's something I don't think I could do. I don't think I could make it from Atlanta to Macon. But it has piqued my interest, and I'm like, you know what? That would be a cool ass spiritual journey to embark upon. Some shit that off rip, it looks like you never be able to do it, then you accomplish it. Do you know what that would do for your self-esteem and your outlook on life? So I'm sitting here now, even shortchanging myself. I'm lowering the bar, thinking to myself, okay, what is something similar that I could do that would push me beyond my limits, that would have me feeling like I championed something when it's said and done? So maybe I can't do Atlanta to Miami. Maybe I can do Orlando to Miami to start with. I think I could probably push myself to do that. And bitch, if ever I do, Bitch, I'm gonna be Wakanda forever then, because you hoes won't be able to tell me nothing if I get that kind of confidence and I get that kind of self-awareness about my damn self. Shay and Blue at that photo studio, laying in that bed. Is it me, or do Blue look like he could play on my 600-pound life? That shit was all kinds of wrong. It was all kinds of wrong, and it was wrong simply because if Shay was willing to go there romantically and sexually with Blue, he would be all for it. If it was strictly business, Blue would have never came at Shay on that, oh, so I can flirt with you and everything, all right? Now, granted, listen, I'm not even finna sit here and create another 4-minute diatribe about the situation because we all know Shay and Blue is just playing their role, okay? But I entertain it for a little bit. If Blue supposed to be your homeboy, and I hate when niggas do this shit, they fool up with a female that they homeboy was messing with, then when shit hit the fan, they want to play this whole, we going through this over a chick? Over a chick? Nah, we not going through this over a chick. We going through this over your sliminess, your griminess, and your sneakiness. It ain't got nothing to do with a chick. Then they want to marginalize what they did by playing the chick to the left. Shay, you ain't no good either. Because in this situation, you know that, first of all, Shay been in this business long enough. She got a whole bunch of marketing and branding people in her damn pocket. Not to mention you in Miami, which is a large branding and marketing city. It's a whole lot of people you could have called. That was too close for home. The same way your ass would have been mad if Scrappy P or anybody else you know would be doing business with one of your homegirls after they broke up. I don't understand why adults don't be having the foresight to see that this shit ain't gonna end well. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I used to be of the belief that, oh, once you break up with somebody, you can still kind of go kick it with their people that they introduced you to, so on and so forth. Adulthood has taught me, true adulthood has taught me that while it is possible, it's a lot of work and it's emotionally draining, and it's just best to sever ties with everything over there once you break up. Y'all was wrong. Pleasure P and Joy. Don't get me wrong. I think Pleasure P is a grown ass man, but he ain't the type of grown ass man Joy used to dealing with. Like, Joy used to dealing with like real grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? Just grown. Pleasure P is just stepped into being a grown ass man, so I wasn't buying that. And this episode confirmed to me that Trina is a lesbian because she was sitting up there with that queen next to her, okay? Listen, y'all listen, Raymond, her best friend. Raymond is her good Judy, okay? Listen, I don't know who in the fuck on God's green earth was buying that. And it pissed me off because what it said to me is, Trina is trying so hard to do the show and protect her personal space in her real business, which I understand. Like, you don't want especially if you live in a good life and you in a place of peace, you want to get the check from the show, but you don't want to compromise your sanity and your peace. And I totally get that, but y'all got to try a little harder. Like, honestly and truthfully, Raymond would have been more convincing being a part of that three-way love affair with Bobby, Jeffrey, and Malik than he was with Trina. And I'm going to tell you why. Not because he gives off an overly feminine vibe. I mean, that shirt tucked in with that sky blue belt or yellow belt or whatever color it was, and that Jerry perm had me a little thrown. But this shit wasn't remotely believable. A, because he just wasn't grown man enough for somebody like Trina. Like, Trina strikes me as the type that likes men with a super masculine demeanor, almost that those kind of men that possess that toxic masculinity. I'm not saying Raymond was feminine. What I am saying is that his energy appeared a little too docile for somebody like Trina. Trina strike me as one of them females that almost like a nigga to slap the shit out of her every now and again. You know what I'm saying? And Raymond give me, if he would the buck at Trina, that Trina probably would throw a mayonnaise jar at his ass and he would run out the room crying. That's just me. So listen, y'all need to do better with the casting, okay? Do better. Rick Ross and Gunplay. I'm gonna tell you one thing I love about Gunplay. I love that he don't run from his issues and he got people in his corner that he's able to be 100% honest and transparent with. I like that about him. That's a quality that no matter how much a person going through or what they doing, if they got that baseline quality, I can work with that. All right. What I like about Rick didn't judge him. Rick didn't come down on him. Rick gave him words of encouragement and still let him know, listen, this is bigger than this music. You need to cut your shit because you got people who depend on you, who need you, and you need to use that as motivation to think twice about this bullshit that you doing, and I'm here to help you whenever you ready. And he gave him the biggest piece of advice, which was, you need to stay from around people who don't mean you no well and ain't got as much to lose as you. He ain't said it in them words, but that's basically what he was saying. You understand me? Rick Ross was giving him that old lady sitting in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Jojo Conversation with her dad. Jojo dad might be my favorite love and hip hop personality across the whole franchise. Because when you a true boss, what's understood needs no understanding, and that man moves and operates in a way that I kind of fuck with. I'm gonna tell you the realest thing. That nigga sat Joanna down and cut to the motherfucking chase. He said, she said, my mom is hurt. He said, so? She said, my mom needs me right now. He said, needs you for what? What does she need you for? And what I like about him is that he didn't tell her to turn on her mama. He told her, if she needs you to be there for her and be there with her, then be there. If she needs you to help fuck me over, then don't be there. I respect that. And Joanna, that's where your balance comes in with your parents. Unlike your mama who is telling you to do something that could potentially jeopardize your father's situation to be used against him, your daddy didn't say go be with her. He said just don't be in her mess. Let her fight her own court case. Baby, I love it. That's a real man. I dig that. That man ain't asking you to compromise your relationship with your mama. He just wants you to stay out of it and let your mama pull some other chips. Let me tell you something. Your daddy is a cartel boss. Bitch, your mama got enough of that man, real tea, to fuck him where it matters. But the issue is the shit that she know gonna fuck up all the church's money, which means he ain't gonna eat, y'all ain't gonna eat, and consequently she ain't gonna eat. So she ain't finna burn the bridge down unless she absolutely have to. You know what I'm saying? Joanna, I wouldn't want to be you. This is a very hard situation to be in. And I think the best thing for you to do in this situation is to take a break from both of your parents and let their ass fight it out. And just find your peace and find your center and keep doing what you're doing at the shop. And if it was me, what I would try to do is to go in some sort of other business venture with my dad and truly be laundering the money to my mom on the back end. That's what I would do. I would play the submissive role in order to be the dominant. That's what I would do. I would just be fool-la-la dad's brain and baffling him with bullshit and funneling all the money to my mama. That's what I would do. Veronica and her self-awareness conversation goes back to what I was talking about me wanting to take that spiritual journey. I am learning, y'all, particularly this last part of 2017 and now in 2018, the early parts, that self-awareness, being able to take an introspective look at yourself and being able to look in the mirror and truly process what you see is a skill that a lot of people lack, that most people lack, and that most people are scared to obtain. Like, you know, I never had that issue. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to look at themselves and just be honest about their bullshit. And to be honest about why it is you are the way you are. Like, it's nothing wrong with saying, my mama and my daddy never loved me and it left me with low self-esteem, and that's why I'm mean to people. You know what I'm saying? Or I find myself being mean to pretty girls because I'm fat and I don't like the way I look. There's nothing wrong with that. It don't make you a bad person by being honest with yourself. And you know, we all got ugly ways about ourselves. We all got things from our past that we don't feel good about that affect the way we move. But when you're able to be honest with yourself, and I'm not saying you got to get on camera and air your dirty laundry, or you got to air your dirty laundry to your friends, because people will use your own tea against you as ammunition. What I am saying is, don't allow the outside world to cloud your vision and have you not being aware of what your true issues are. Just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself, and that shit will trickle down into the way you move out here in these streets. And that's the difference between people who are authentic and inauthentic. You can tell a bitch that's living in their truth, living in who they are, living in their experience, versus a bitch that's living in her image. There is a complete difference. There's a difference. Blue and Pleasure P argument. We already touched on it, but Pleasure told Blue everything right. Like, nigga, this, you fucking up the brotherhood, and we already touched on that. Blue, you wrong, and you need to get over it. Amara and Veronica, what the fuck is y'all truly fighting for? Like, at this point, I'm lost and confused. Y'all confronted each other at the damn networking thing, and I just don't understand how this mustard seed don't turn into mustard greens. Like, it's all a big misunderstanding, and it feels like in the beginning it was forced drama that is now becoming real drama. And to be honest, on the Afro-Latina scene, on the urban Latina scene, it's not a bunch of y'all out there. Like, yeah, we see the Shakiras and the J-Los of the world. It's a lot of them that's friends. It ain't enough for y'all to be this divided right now. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all both will go further pushing that Latina agenda together than you would be separate. Catch them T's and hold on to them. And then Young Hollywood, it's one thing for you to break up the fight. It's another for you to go over to Veronica and be like, yapping about Amara. Like, I don't think I like that, especially coming off the drama that you just got out of with her. I just felt like you could have broke it up and been neutral without kind of dogging her. And Steph, you're going to be put in a situation now where you're going to be forced to choose sides. And if I was you, I would just stay the hell away from all of this and focus on your damn music and your hair color. Because like what's kind of going on is I don't like it. At any rate, y'all, you see how long I was able to talking about some real stuff. Love and Hip Hop Miami is picking up. And I guess they had so little to work with in the beginning that we needed 5, 6, 7 episodes of fakeness to stir up some real drama and animosity between the girls. At any rate, I'm getting here and I don't know, I got a headache. I might call you tomorrow on our makeup day about Love and Hip Hop New York. I'll call you later, good. Bye.